They might.
To make it a little easier for people that are stretching and reaching for
Right.
that next level, the
And to
MCC.
maybe to include, you know, countries that that are just getting started. There's so many things going on. There's a whole branding thing going on with
Right.
ICF, and they want people, when you say Kleenex, you know what it is, and they want, when you say ICF, they want everybody to understand what that is, and the branding goes right from the chapters. I work on a global committee where they're determining standards for what is a qualified chapter. How many members do you have? What do you have? Board, you know, boards that are electable,
Right.
just all kinds of qualifications, and they're really trying to standardize. They've been around 15 years, and now they want to perfect it. They're the leading organization in the United States and in many countries, but they want to, Latin Americans coming on strong now too.
Wow.
But they want to just standardize it and make people realize that a coach is a coach, and I refer to, I won't give you the name, but there's weekend classes where you take a couple hours and they go, okay, now you're a coach, go out and coach. You're not
No,
a coach.
no, not at all. Yeah,
You really need to struggle through all the training and the epiphanies
Right.
and the, you know, and the setbacks and get to practice. But and they want to stop that, and they want people to, you know, not everybody can just hang out a shingle and say I'm a coach.
Right.
You know,
And
they really want it to mean something.
And do they see that more and more of that is happening? People that are in other areas that may be on the perimeter of coaching that think, oh, okay, I've done other things that now I could be a coach.
We're going to call Terry the controversial host because she's asking all the hard questions. Yes. Yes, they do see and they're not happy. No. No, actually, the people who are doing that, there are some people who say, you know, I've been coaching for 20 years and I've got a PhD and I've got a 400 degrees and they should let me be a coach.
Right.
And maybe they should, but then the problem would be, where do you draw the line? You know,
Right.
what if you had a BA in sociology? Do you get to still be a coach? So right now they're towing the line. Now maybe later, once they get the standards down and everybody is in agreement
Right.
as to what they are, then there's room for exceptions. So right now, those people who are probably more qualified than you and I mean, educational-wise, no, you have to go through a coaching school.
Well,
And
that makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
it's like if you want to be a doctor and you tell people, well, as a kid I opened up dogs and rabbits and frogs.
Then we
I
would
mean,
call
does
you a
that make
psychopath.
would that make you a that make you a doctor
yeah,
that
no.
you could open up a human being?
Yeah.
And I don't think so.
And even if you did it well, you're still not a doctor.
Exactly.
So, yeah. And
Exactly.
they have that problem with, you know, with the medical field is a good thing. Well, you know, there are people who are doing Botox and liposuction and killing people because
Right.
there are no standards right now.
And they're
so-
not qualified to do
Yeah,
it. So it
yeah.
really crosses lines, whether you're talking about
does.
coaching or many other professions.
Yeah, and it's a huge amount to bite off. But I'm really proud to be of an organization that said, you know what, we're going to take it on.
Yeah,
And somebody has
agree.
to get it started, and you know, it might be that they move over in UK for another group that's going to do it, but make no mistake, ICF was the first, and here they've got the gold standard going. So hopefully, they'll be a part of doing that in other countries too.
Well,
So.
that's great because, you know, certainly when we say we're coaches, I don't think that people understand the full ramifications of what we do. You know, in a lot of cases, we are really holding somebody's lifeline in our hands as to how are they going to move forward, where are they going to go. If we don't have the right training or credentialing, how do we do that without upsetting the apple cart and affecting people's lives? Because people come to us hoping to make changes, because that's what it is. We are the agent of change, as Henry Kimsey House would say. And
that was impressive.
and that's what we do. We help people make changes. We help them transform themselves so they can go out in the world and then do what they want to do. And that's a process.
And also to know when you can't do that, to know when it should be referred on to a therapist.
Right.
You know, we don't take on everything, and that's good too. We need to know the line, and that takes practice, and that's what you get out of the good coaching schools. Now, when people, and I get this question, I'm going to say once a week at least, I'm interested in being a coach. Which school would you recommend? And it's like, you know what, I can't do
Right,
that
no,
because I don't know.
absolutely.
You might not have time to go to the modules like we did face
Right.
to face. And what I tell them is come to an ICF meeting. You can talk to so many coaches there. They've all been trained
True.
in different
Many
areas.
different disciplines
And
and
you'll
areas.
get a feel, and
Right.
they will tell you what, you know, that's what the ICF meetings are for. It's a gathering of coaches. It's a gathering of people who want to know what coaching is. You don't have to be a coach to come. You don't even have to be a member to come. We welcome everybody because that's where we get our ideas from, everybody that's
Exactly.
there. But it's a place where you can come and have like-minded people. And I know when I was doing the coaching, and after a year, you know, you bond with people, and you
Sure.
bond in a very special way that you don't bond with anybody else. And when it's ending, you're sad. It's like, oh, great, I'm a coach, but this is over, this whole experience. It's not over if you join ICF because you're going to be around coaches. You're going to be around people who are doing exactly what you're doing, discovering the same things we are. And so that's why I think it's such a valuable organization.
Well, it's a community is what we're talking
Good-
about.
good-
We've
good
built
way,
a
yeah.
community of like-minded people who want to get together, who want to speak to each other, and who want to hear a speaker who might give them value and they can walk away with maybe one nugget that they can
Yes.
say, aha, this is great information. So you try to blend everything together, the speaker with the audience, and you
Right.
hope that you've got a speaker that is intelligent enough to present a good, a good evening of information for when
We
the speakers
definitely
go.
have more hits than misses, I have to say
right.
that.
We
And-
have had a few.
And we've had people who, and everybody wants to speak to our chapter because it's an impressive chapter, and they come from across the United States, you know, at their own expense to be a part of us. And next year we're not going to tell you now because we're keeping some of it a secret, but we've got some great things coming
we
up.
do. We have a really good lineup so far
yeah.
of speakers for next year.
And the rest of this
Very
year is good.
interesting.
It's Michelle in September. We've got Donna
Kozik
Kozik
in
who's
October.
going to tell us how to write a book,
book
in 5 minutes or
right.
something. I don't
A
know. It's gonna
weekend.
be- she calls it your great big business card,
Right.
which is cool. And then
November we have Karen
Oh,
Greenstreet.
thank you. I was like, I
Karen
forgot
Greenstreet.
November. Yeah.
That's true.
And what's her topic going to be?
I think it's about executive coaching.
I think it is too,
so.
yes,
It's executive
yeah.
coaching. I know that she was a speaker at one of our meetings a couple of years ago, and she
big
did a
hit.
very, very
Yeah,
big hit.
big hit.
And we were very lucky
Yeah.
to get her back again. Very nice lady, and very informative and very knowledgeable.
Yes.
So this is a little bit of what we bring to the world of coaching with our chapter. As Lorrie said, our members come and also guests come, people that might be interested in hearing or even considering the idea of becoming a coach.
Right, and
So-
sometimes we get guests from other countries who want to see what it's like to be a coach in America, and
Right.
that's so fun because then we find out what it's like to be a coach in Spain or what it's like to be a coach in Canada, you know, and those are the fun things too. So everybody gets to share. We also have, and it's in the works, we don't have it together yet, but we're talking about a workshop with Paul McGinnis, who did the neuroscience of
Right,
the brain and
exactly.
just didn't have enough time. It was like, you know, it was so fascinating. So we
Right.
might be doing that in October
Right,
also. But
exactly.
again, read your newsletter. And if you don't get the newsletter, then at the bottom of the screen, you're going to see our website. And you can sign up right on the website, and we will send you our newsletter. We have a circulation of, I think, about 1,600 now.
Wow.
So,
Very impressive.
yeah, and it's just, you know, it'll keep you informed on what's going on. So, and there are some special discounts that we get, and there's a
great.
lot of benefits to be a part of the group.
So what else do you want to share with us? What
Oh, my
else are you
goodness. Well,
thinking
let's
about?
see. Well, I think come to Dallas. The ICF Global Conference is going to be there, and like I said, I'm going to be doing a breakout. God, I
That's
would
gonna be
love to
great.
see familiar faces because I'm a little nervous.
Yeah,
about
and I'm
that.
not going to be there, so you won't see my face.
So I need someone to replace her. And last
This
year
year?
we had 34 people from New York City there. We didn't know that until we got home, and this
I
year we're
know.
going to make arrangements so at least we all get together for lunch or something and you know, share that and share our experience. So if you're going, let us know, please. A couple of us from the board will be there, and we'll share the experience,
That's
which
great.
is what we do.
That's
Yeah.
nice. They're great conferences. I have a conflicting situation where I can't be there this year.
Well, this is the first one in a long
It's
time.
been,
So
I've been to about 4 or 5 of them, and this year I'm not going. It just didn't make any sense for me.
Yeah.
But you always walk away with something.
We've gotten some speakers from there,
Yeah,
definitely.
we did.
We've got a lesson that we learned last year, and we went 34 people. Where were they, and why didn't we take advantage of that?
Yeah.
So this year we want to do that. We want to at least know who's there and say, okay, we're all going to be at table C. Come and join us, and we'll all get lunch together or something. But you know, so we want to
join us for a drink afterwards.
Maybe if we can get it together. Yes.
Yeah. Meet us at the bar.
Yes,
and come have a drink with us.
Yeah, and,
so
and
that's fun.
it's just good because, again, when you come to an ICF meeting, you get to find out what coaches are doing. But when you come to an ICF conference, you get to find out what the world is doing. And that's kind of amazing because what they will do each time, we will have people clap when they're from a and they go through this. How many countries last year? 62?
Oh God, I don't know. That's actually that is my favorite part of the conference, where the first day you go, and what they do is they have an opening ceremony, and they have flags from every country, and on the screen they show each country, and the people stand up, and it's a lot of camaraderie, and they cheer, and it's very nice that it's not a small community. When you look at it globally, it's a huge community of coaches, that there are that many coaches.
And you go, wow, I'm really a part of a movement, a huge movement, which is fantastic.
It's great. It's very, very fun. So we only have a couple of minutes left. I know this has flown by. What would you like to impart or end with?
Well, I think I just want
the audience know.
to say, please become involved, because the only reason we're here is for you guys. And if you don't have to be a coach, just come and see what it's all about. You might want to be a coach, or you might say, I need a coach.
I need a coach, right?
I need a coach.
Right,
but anyway.
that's true.
And so come to our meetings, get involved. We're looking for all kinds of things going on. And you can bring a special talent, or just come and be a part and participate and get some information. Our meetings are ridiculously cheap, and we're thrilled that we can keep them that way so everybody can afford to come. I think we've got an exciting year coming up. I think we're going to end this year with a big bang.
That's true,
We've really got some dynamite people coming. And we're looking forward to 2011 and just raising the bar.
Let's not look forward to it too soon.
Yes.
It's only August 2010.
Says the woman who has it booked already.
So, Lorrie, I really want to thank you for coming here and being my first guest as I start co-hosting Coach World TV. I'm very excited, and this was, as I said in the beginning, my very first co-hosting. Right. And I've had a lot of fun with you.
I think you're a natural. I feel very comfortable, seriously.
I'm so happy you did.
And if you're nervous, you're hiding it very well.
We're trying. But
yes.
This has been a very interesting experience for me, and I look forward to being here. Thank you.